That's the vortex here that we had. So this is like the lathe, and this is just, I mean, they're both.
So you mean you're turning it on the lathe as it's turning, and the machine is doing
Exactly.
whatever magic
Oh, I
it's
just
doing?
broke it. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, disassembled it. Yeah.
I
understand.
I like that way of looking at it. I may have to steal that and use that.
Go ahead.
Do you have a vortex or a laser?
I have the laser, but I haven't used it yet.
Oh, get up. If I'm being honest with you, it's way less stressful. I find it so much, not more enjoyable, but like I did these with it.
Yeah.
And it's just so easy to use. You're not worrying about the product moving. You're not worrying about something flying off. You're not worrying about breaking a bit.
I broke a lot of them.
Oh, that comes with the territory. But like with the coasters in particular, I did it 2 for 1. So I machined them first.
Yeah.
And then there's an offset function built into gSender if you use gSender.
Yeah.
And you can basically then strap your laser on, offset it, and then do the exact same project. So that's what these were. It's not gonna.
What is that?
That is black limba.
Black?
Limba. Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, there's some buzzes on it. I never got around to really setting it up. That's not my specialty.
It's, your action on it is set really nicely.
It's not bad, eh?
It's like you can move around.
I felt the same way.
Yeah.
Right here.
Yeah.
When I used super glue, not wood glue. Never made one. Didn't really have time to experiment, so it was like, you know what? Let's try super glue. Well, when you make a mistake with super glue,
That's it. That's it.
whoo,
Wish it wasn't so loud in here so I could actually.
you know what? It sounds like a telly. I won't lie to you. It sounds like a telly. And if I'm being totally honest, tellies aren't my favorite sound. But here we are.
I want to sit it back in.
Oh yeah, it's just leaning against the table because somebody already broke my guitar stand. My Spolta guitar stand took the first hit.
Too bad.
It's all right.
Is that the company then? What is it?
Sienci Labs.
Sienci Labs. Okay.
So they're made out of Kitchener.
Yeah.
Pretty much everything is local. So we have a laser attachment. We have the vortex, which is the turning one, which is where actually the skull is made on the vortex. On that, and we've got some other projects over there showing off what it can do.
Is that the vortex?
The vortex is down below, the laser's up top.
It's fancy stuff, I tell you.
It's cool stuff. It's local.
Yeah. You know what's really good for aluminum for a cutting fluid is WD-40.
That's.
Definitely, when I use it all the time on aluminum on my lathe.
Is it better than rubbing alcohol?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Other than that, I've had no issues with it. Everything's smooth, runs
That's
beautiful.
what we want to hear. I'm happy to hear that too. That's
Any other issues I've had with something I've done?
our user error. I've had lots and lots of those. That's every time I start the machine, it's, okay, what did I do wrong this time? Or what did I learn this time? And some lessons are a little harder to learn than other ones. Some are more expensive, but
You want a personalized sign to put
Yep.
flowers.
and it's, for
The
the
nice thing about weddings is a lot of lead time, right?
Yep.
They're starting,
year in advance. Exactly. Yep,
so
absolutely.
you're not on the last minute rush.
No, nobody wants to be, that's my
And then they can pre-approve it. If they're not happy, you can change it, you can whatever.
Yep. Well, and
That's the thing, I like to have something made, people see it and then sell it. I don't like making things that
We're trying to be the Glowforge killer, honestly. We don't lock you into their software either, right? Yeah, so we got like a rotary. So like all this stuff was done on a rotary mill. Even it's little, we got a few smaller pieces over there. Yeah, well, you're not the only one. Like I'm customer support, so you're like my biggest client.
My son bought he's got the LongMill and the laser. He loves it.
Oh, great! Yeah.
So he's my.
Machine designations are based on their cut size. It's a little bit larger, but typically it's so you can put a full sheet in. Yeah, and now you can see the lasers up and running. I'll get the vortex running in a bit once. I was gonna say once things calm down, but it's pretty busy today.
Yeah,
Honestly.
Yeah.
I'm really surprised.
Glad I'm not coming tomorrow.
Yeah, today's busy. What's a Saturday?
Time on these things now. You guys are at a long lead time.
You buy today. Oh, if you want it today, you can take it home today. I got them in my truck.
Really?
Yeah. So basically, the 30 by 30 is kind of in between these two. So it's this width, but it's like that depth.
Oh, and you buy the laser head for it as well as the.
Afterwards, yeah. Yeah, so the laser's an aftermarket. The Vortex rotary is an aftermarket as well.
So what's the machine worth?
Honestly, I really gotta know. It's like under $2,000 for a 12 by 30. The lasers, I think 4-inch 60. This configuration 600 for the Vortex.
So that is the smallest unit you can.
Can I be very honest? I like running the laser more than I like running the router. The code is a lot simpler because it's 2D, right? So you're not actually worried about like what speed you're running at. You're just like, for birch, any type of light plywood, I know it's 25 millimeters per second, 1 inch, like 1 inch per second. That's my speed. Power is just how dark you want it, right? So right now it's running at 25% power, and it's getting like a pretty good darkness. You can see like the contrast in the wood, right? And when you're designing something, it's just two-dimensional. So literally, this took me 30 seconds to design. I just went in the software, typed out test, export, and I put in the G code and put run, right? I told it where to start. So it was starting at the top of the T in my software. I just moved it to the corner of my material and pressed start. Yep.
Is there a software that you can use that'll do all that in one shot?
Vectric, yeah.
Vectric.
Yeah.
Vectric, okay.
Vectric has a laser add-on.
Yeah.
And then you're creating your G code simultaneously.
Yeah.
So when you're picking out, like, let's say your roughing bit, you're like using a 1/4 inch,
Yeah.
then like you change to like a 1/8 like nice finishing bit. As you're like making the G code for the different bits, you just add laser as like your last like portion of the code, right?
Okay.
And then it understands that you're producing the laser code at the end, right? Or you run it as 2 different files,
Yeah.
right? You use Vectric for how you're routing. You export like a profile, like just so you have a guiding like line of how you design things for your router.
Yeah.
And then you use Lightburn, because for me, Lightburn is the best laser
I've
software.
heard Lightburn too,
yeah,
yeah.
it's like my favorite Lightburn, like it's my favorite software just because of how easy it is. And then all you do is line things back up. And in gSender, which is our code that we communicate, it sends the code. We have offset, we have offsets for the laser and everything.
Okay.
10 times, this is 7 watts of optical power.
Yeah.
We're looking at 70 watts of optical power with the CO2 laser. This is maxed out at 66 millimeters per second.
Yeah.
Like in terms of the hardware and how fast we can push it, we're aiming for 600 millimeters per second. So like not only 10-fold power, 10-fold
big.
speed, right? Because for me, time sometimes is the
it's
determining
huge.
factor of what project you're even willing to run, what project you're even willing to like jump
long's it
into
gonna
like an
take to
endeavor.
get through it,
Exactly.
and if we're gonna do production on it.
My whole philosophy is that if we can cut down that time, there's a whole world of projects that people wouldn't have thought of doing before, but because they have the time for it, because they have the speed for it, they're like, I'm willing to
trying
think
it out
about it.
now,
I'm willing to
absolutely.
try it out. Exactly. So that's my whole thing. Yeah, if you're on our email list, then you'll hear about all of our production and all the new products and everything.
Cool.
So
Cool. Well,
I'm excited.
Thank you. Thank
Well,
you. Appreciate that.
No
I'll
problem.
let you get back to.
Yeah.
No problem.
You want to see the software workflow?
I would really like to see. Any laptop will work to run it?
Yeah, just about any laptop, as long as it's not too old. Like as long as it's past like 6-7 years, it'll be fine.
So
No, I probably couldn't justify buying one of these machines.
yes, you can. Hey there, CNCers. Scott here again for Sienci Labs. We just wanted to thank everybody who came out to the Hamilton Woodworking Show this weekend to chat with us. It was great to hear your stories and to get to know you a little bit better. We have lots of cool stuff going on behind the scenes. Make sure you're liked and subscribed so you can see all the wonderful new things that are coming up in the future.
Hi, my name is Ikenna Ofoa from Sienci Labs, and we just want to thank you for coming to the Hamilton Woodworking Show. Honestly, it's a really good feeling to hear your support, hear your feedback, and get to see you guys in person. So whether you came from far or whether you came from near, just know that we appreciate it.
Hey guys, Patrick here from Sienci Labs, Operations Manager. I just want to thank everyone for coming out to the Hamilton Woodworking Show. It was great to see everyone, get people's feedback, show people what our capabilities are. Look out for new stuff coming. It's going to be great.
Hey everybody, Jason here from Sienci Labs. Just wanted to reach out and thank you for all coming out to the show, coming and take a little talk with us, coming to see what we got. We're super excited to see you guys. It was amazing to see each and every one of you. Great questions were asked. I'd love to give all the information that we had. I know the Vortex and the laser beam was the biggest hits of the show, and I'd love to see you guys come out. So once again, appreciate all the love that you guys have given us, and looking forward to the next show.